This mini lecture is about an alternative approach to solving addition and subtraction of mixed number problems. So at this point you should already have watched the video on Math TV that explains how to add and subtract mixed numbers using borrowing and carrying. But if the borrowing and carrying part was confusing to you, there is another way to do this. So we're going to take two of the problems in the Math TV video that required carrying in the addition and borrowing in the subtraction, and work them this other way instead, so that you have this as another trick in your bag. So the first problem we're going to look at is 5 3/4 plus 9 5/6. So the first step that I'm going to do is to turn these two mixed numbers into improper fractions, making the first one 23/4, and 6 times 9 gives us 54, plus 5 more would be 59/6. Okay. Now that these are just regular fractions, we can go back and use the rules that we have for adding fractions and do it that way instead of having to have a new set of rules for dealing with mixed numbers. So I still need to know what my lowest common denominator is, and I've been figuring that out using the machine. So I'm going to divide both of these numbers by 2 and multiply back together to get an LCD of 12. And then when I put the tops back on these fractions, the 23 and the 59, and multiply across, I'm going to get equivalent fractions with 12 in the denominator, and 3 times 23 would give me 69. 2 times 59 will give me 118. Now I can add the numerators together, so that would be 187 over 12. And then as a final step, I need to turn this improper answer back into a mixed number. So I follow the same steps that you've done before to do that. Come over here on the side and divide 187 by 12. With the remainder of 7, so that's going to be the same thing as 15 and 7/12, which is the same answer that you got to that problem when you did it on the Math TV lecture. So we're going to do one more problem to show what this looks like with subtraction. And in this case, we're taking 9 2/3 and subtracting 5 3/4. So I'll start again by changing these into improper fractions. 29/3 and 23/4. Then my lowest common denominator between 3 and 4 is just the product of 3 and 4, since they don't share any common factors. So I'm going to be turning these also into two fractions that have a denominator of 12, and that can be done by multiplying the denominator of one fraction by the numerator of the other. So 4 times 29, I do this using mental math by doing 4 times 30, which gives me 120, and then taking 4 away. That's how I know that this one will come out to be 116. And then the 3 times 23 again, we already did that one over here, came out to be 69. So when I go to do the subtraction on this, I'll get 7 there, and 10 minus 6 leaves me 4, or 47/12. And then long division again will help us turn this back into a mixed number, which is the form we want our final answer in, since that's the form we began. And I have a remainder of 11. So as a mixed number, that would be written as 3 and 11/12. So now you've got two different methods for tackling these addition and subtraction with mixed number problems.